In my opinion, there are four kind of people in this world, and we all fall into one of these categories. First category of people, I think, is the largest group of people, and they are prey. Especially in the latest generation of Western American culture. These are the people who are not awake. They are not observant. They are in the game, but they don't know the rules. Every direction is their blind side. They are not in a position to acquire stimulus from their environment. And if they're lucky enough through reactive observation to acquire stimulus, they are ill prepared to handle it, to make decisions and actions based off that stimulus. Second group of people live to feed off the prey, and they are the predators. They understand that the average person is weak, physically, mentally, emotionally, intellectually. And so they make a living taking advantage of this. They look for the path of least resistance and they exploit it. The third group of people are scavengers. They are aware enough to know that there are predators looking for prey, so they put themselves in a position to not be the path of least resistance, but they're also not going to step in and help anyone else. They hang back in the shadows, and when the dust clears, they're there to pick up the scraps. And then you have protectors, who understand that the predators are out there, they're looking for prey, the prey is ill-equipped to deal with this, and no one can depend on the scavengers. So the protectors make a decision. And it's a decision. No one's born fully a protector. You may be predisposed to one of these groups or the other. But they decide to be protectors. They have to help. It becomes part of who they are. Regardless of the odds or the circumstances, they get involved. Not for ego or for glory necessarily, but because they have to. If they don't, no one else will. Now, here's the deal with these groups. They are not finite designations. You can move from one to the other. That's why I don't like the terminology of the sheepdog, sheep, and wolves. A sheep cannot become a sheepdog and cannot become a wolf. It is a sheep. But prey can become a predator, a scavenger, or a protector, when we're talking about their human metaphorical equivalent. So you need to look around and evaluate yourself, evaluate your complacency, how present you are in your environment. And if you are prey, it's time to pick a team. Sure, you could, once you're aware, you're aware. It's hard to go back to being unaware. You could become a scavenger and you could just hang back, be, team me, self-preservation. But I suggest you get in the game. Pick a team. And obviously I think you should be a protector. I don't remember the exact quote, but somebody said, that if you're a moral person, if you're a good person, as soon as you understand that evil exists, it requires action of you, or you're just as evil yourself. And so once you realize that there's a game going on, when there's predators and prey, scavengers and protectors, it sort of requires action on your part. I suggest you get some training, build some confidence, have some courage, have some capability, and get on the team. Because nobody else is going to protect you better than you can protect yourself. You're the only person with you all the time. So my suggestion to you would be a protector. Don't just look out for you. Look out for the person to your right or left. The predators are out there, behind the bushes, in the shadows, sharpening their teeth and claws. And if you can't be an equaling force, and there doesn't happen to be a protector by you, you're going to be somebody's supper. And the scavengers will come along and pick your bones. And it'll be too late for you to make a decision to better your circumstances. So do it now. Be a protector.